When the middle of the season rolls around, Clark, how much value do you think there is in keeping an eye on the standings, seeing what the other teams are doing?
You know, Kevin, I think it's a balancing act depending on your team and the makeup of your squad, where you are in the standings. In some cases, it could be a powerful motivator, but I don't think it should be something that discourages you. You have to keep an eye on what's real and what you can control. There's still time for some dramatic shakeups as the season unfolds.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
You know, with his hard-charging style, Harden has to be able to finish through contact, and he's learned how to do that with his skill and strength. No problem for him.
Now, here's Ivy. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common calls you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Harris against Bogdanovich. On the wing, Harris. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Harris.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
And, you know, that means not only does the ball have to move, but players have to move. Prevent the defense from loading up on one side or the other.
Here's Hayes after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far. Maxey looking it over. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Surgical precision from Harden, demonstrating his sick handles one more time.
Back to Hayes. Pistons passing it around. Pass to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The 76ers leading by 5.
When Joel Embiid entered the NBA, many questioned if he would be able to overcome the devastating injuries.
Well, you know, he didn't play his first 2 years in the league. Those questions were fair to ask. I mean, is this guy ever going to get on the court? But once he did, oh my, a monster. I've not seen a big guy do the stuff Joel Embiid can do. It's actually insane.
So Detroit ends up going with the new group.
And they are in the top 10 in three-point shooting. Just enough touch from beyond to keep you honest.
Their ranking in second chance points is hard to ignore. They have not taken that aspect of the game lightly. They've been hitting the offensive glass hard. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Passes, delivers. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Harden outside. And they double up Embiid. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
this is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Burks. 9 points last game out. And there's the pass delivers. Bay wide open, and he fires. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Right wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Pass to Bay. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And they double up Embiid. And stolen by Noel. Bay against Harris. Now Noel. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And the baseline jumper, no good. Harden way outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers on top. They're up by 6. Live from Little Caesars Arena. You're watching 2K Sports.